Okay, so welcome to our summer 2020 webinar. I think we should start with some introductions. So I'll begin. First, I'm Brittany. I'm one of the instructors at the Intensive English program at West Virginia University. And I also manage our social media. So if you get an email from our social media account, or if you send us a message on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, I'm the one that you're talking to. Okay, Kristen, do you want to go ahead next? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Kristen Williams. I'm also a teacher in the IEP. I will be the person that you'll be talking to whenever you decide, hopefully, to apply to our program, and I'll be helping you to register your courses.
Great. And Dr. Thompson.
Yes, hi, I'm Dr. Amy Thompson. I'm the chair of the Department of World Languages, Literatures, and Linguistics at WVU, and this department houses the IEP, the Intensive English Program, as well as other ESL-related programs. I'm also currently the co-director of Finance and Strategy for the IEP and all things ESL at WVU. You likely won't be in contact with me directly, although you will see me at orientations and events and a variety of other activities once you join us.
Okay, thanks. So we are going to go through a quick presentation, some basics about our summer courses at the IEP this summer, and then take any questions, or maybe if we don't have any questions from our participants, we might just talk a little bit about frequently asked questions. So we will begin by talking about that there are two different kinds of classes at the IEP. There are core courses and integrated skills classes. So core classes focus on building a specific skill, and integrated skills classes focus on building multiple skills while studying an interesting topic. And there are core classes and integrated skills classes both offered online this semester. Our full schedule is being offered, both core and integrated skills classes. So core classes include grammar, reading, writing, vocabulary, and communication skills. And each of these classes focuses on building a specific skill, improving grammar or improving listening and speaking, increasing your vocabulary, especially in the higher levels, your academic vocabulary. The integrated skills classes this summer are two really interesting topics. The first class is community engagement, so exploring how we can connect with our communities, which will be a really interesting class, especially right now with the coronavirus crisis, finding ways to connect with our communities and be involved in our communities, even though we're distant from each other. And the second class, the second integrated skills class this summer is world cultures, so exploring different cultures around the world. Now, let's talk for a minute about skill levels. So this summer, there are 3 levels of online courses for the summer. There will be 4 levels available in the fall. In the summer, there will be 3 levels from late beginner to advanced. And so when you apply with us, you will submit a placement test score to be placed in your level in our classes. And there are several different exams that you can take to give you a placement in our program. So you can take the ITP TOEFL, the IBT TOEFL, the IELTS, the Pearson Test of English, or the PTE, or the Duolingo test. And here is just a quick overview of the scores for each test and where you will fall in our levels based on your score. So the next thing that we want to say about the IEP is that it is more than just studying in class. Part of learning a language is learning culture and interacting with other people. And so in our online program, you still have the opportunity to do that through lots of activities outside of courses. The programs that we're going to be offering this summer are conversation partners, tutoring, English Challenge, Social Media Club, and Here and There tours. So I'll say a few things about the first ones, and then maybe Kristen, you can follow up and talk about the last few, if that's okay. Maybe I can talk about all of them. So conversation partners will match each international student, each IEP student in our program with an American student to practice conversation one-on-one. Tutoring, you'll receive individual academic support. So if you have a question about your classes, if you need help with an assignment, or if you just want to work on something else, something that you're not covering in your classes, improve a specific skill, you can get personal help through our tutoring center. English Challenge is a way for students to challenge themselves. So in English Challenge, you set a specific goal for reading or listening, and then track your progress each week with a group of students and teachers. Social Media Club is a way to learn media skills like video editing, audio editing, and help us in our social media channels with photography, making videos, making podcasts, and practicing using English at the same time. The last activity that we have for the summer is Here and There tours. And so in these tours, you'll be using English to share where you live and your community with your other classmates and teachers around the world. Another benefit of studying with us at the IEP is help in your transition to the university. So many of our students go on to study their majors at WVU, West Virginia University. And when students move on, there are a couple of ways to do that, but the first way is to graduate from our highest level. So when you pass the highest level in the IEP, level 4, you move on to study your major at WVU. And during that process, you receive personal support from your teachers and the staff at the IEP to help you transition well into university life. So I want to talk now a little bit about our specifically online offerings. So and what you can expect when you study online with us. And so some things that you can expect when you study online with the IEP are live face-to-face class meetings with your teachers. So every class will have face-to-face time with your teachers. You will not feel alone. You'll get to see your teachers and your classmates, even if you're studying from a distance. There are also high quality online learning activities that you can complete on your schedule to help meet your English learning goals. So you'll be meeting each class with your teacher and your classmates live, but you'll also have work to do outside of the class meeting time to help you practice and improve. And then last, the advantage of being able to study online with us is that you can study with us no matter where you are in the world. So you can stay safe and stay at home and continue your plan of studying English and preparing to go to the university. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about pricing. Kristen, would you like to talk a little bit about that? No, yes?
Okay, so for summer, you can see on Brittany's, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. As you can see on Brittany's slide here, we're anticipating the cost for full-time students for the whole summer to equal $6,144. Of course, we have some other options available, but those will be on a case-by-case basis if you do decide to be a part-time student. So that means if you decide to be a full-time student, you will take all of the core courses and 2 of those integrated skills courses. So you would take 7 courses. And then the part-time studies, if you would choose to take 1, 2, 3, or 4 courses only and not the full load. So you can choose which ones, and then we'll work up the price for you.
Thanks, Kristen.
And I can also add for part-time student cost, we do have the cost per course is $1,024. And so you can take up to 4 courses as a part-time student, so that if you have a specific skill area or a specific topic that you would like to really focus on, you're able to do that as a part-time student with us. So you can contact us for more information about that.
Great. Thanks, Dr. Thompson. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how to apply. Applying with us is pretty easy. All you need to do is visit iep.wvu.edu/apply. And there you'll find applications for full-time studies and part-time studies. So click on the application that suits you best if you want to be a full-time student or a part-time student. There are a few documents that you will need to provide in your application. They are a color passport page, the biographical page, so the page with a photo, financial documents showing required funding, so a bank statement or another kind of financial document to show how you plan to pay for school, and sponsorship documents. So if you have a scholarship from a government or another program, if you do, you'll need to submit that document showing that you have that scholarship or that you have that support. Do you guys have anything else that I'm missing? No? Okay. All right. And if you have questions about the application process, just ask us. Okay, so last thing is classes begin May 18th and the last day to apply is May 6th. So that's pretty soon. That's why we wanted to get this information out to everybody, answer any questions that you might have, and we hope that we'll see you on May 18th.